Behind me, you can see the Lufkin Panthers working in the heat of the day as they are one of 64 teams in the Division I bracket who have qualified for the 7-on-7 state tournaments. Where are the 2016 expectations for SFA right here at Homer Bryce Stadium? Well, I've caught up with a few of the coaches from the SFA football team, and there's a lot of work to do on this offseason. That's a wrap. You just heard Coach Kaiser's 2016 expectations for the SFA offseason, with new players emerging for SFA and breaking out. You never know what kind of season we will have next year. Arnold Johnson Coliseum, as you can hear and see behind me, the practice for the SFA Lumberjacks is taking place as they kick off their season Friday the 13th against the Baylor Bears in Waco, Texas.
And have a chance to do some things that very few people in Southland Conference history have done. So we've set some goals around that. But from an expectation level, all I want as a coach is us to show up every day, work as hard as we can work, try to get better, and then learn to prepare. That's what's so exciting about the start of every season. We have to learn to prepare for games and prepare for opponents, and they come at you pretty quick.
As SFA practices, runs drills, and prepares for Baylor, Coach Underwood does not hold up during practice. Seniors Thomas Walkup and Demetrius Floyd do not have to carry all the load as new, upcoming players are emerging this season. The Baylor Bears may be a tough Big 12 foe for Stephen F. Austin, but Coach Brad Underwood is not letting the pressure get to him at all.
Well, I think there's no question we're going to be an underdog. They're a top 20 team. They've got the same cast of characters back for the most part. They lost Kenny Cherry at the point, who was outstanding, but they're going to be the favorite.
And that's a wrap. You just heard Brad Underwood's expectations for the 2015-2016 season, how the Lumberjacks are going to prepare for Baylor Bears this Friday. Former Baylor head coach Art Briles is hinting at a comeback next year after being fired from the university. He told Waco station KCEN that he'll be coaching by 2017. It's his first time talking to the media since his firing in May. Coach Briles, along with other administrations, were terminated after mishandling the multiple allegations of sexual assault against his football players went unreported. New England Patriots quarterback Tom Brady will no longer pursue his case any further regarding Deflategate. His option was to go to the Supreme Court and continue fighting his 4-game suspension for the deflated footballs in the AFC Championship game in 2015. Brady will miss the first 4 games of the season, but until then, the Patriots will start second-string quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo. Brady will make his return when they play the Cleveland Browns in Week 5. The deadline to sign the franchise tag passed on Friday for all 32 NFL teams. Denver Broncos general manager John Elway and outside linebacker Von Miller have reached an agreement. Miller signed a monster deal, 6 years, $114.5 million. This deal makes Miller the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history, surpassing Miami Dolphins defensive tackle Ndamukong Suh's deal of $114.4 million. After Von Miller's performance in the postseason, it is safe to say that the deal is worth every penny. The Houston Astros take on the Oakland Athletics in the series finale. Early in the first, bases loaded as Luis Valbuena grounds out into a fielder's choice, bringing Marvin Gonzalez home, making it 1-0. Going to the second, George Springer doubles deep to right field as Jason Castro scores, giving the Astros a 2-0 lead. Same inning, bases loaded once again. Carlos Correa walks as Springer comes home, making it 3-0 Astros. And as Doug Fister continues to shut out the Athletics, we fast forward to the 8th. Correa pops this up and singles, getting 2 RBIs as Jake Marisnick and Springer both score as the lead increases to 5. Next inning, Castro swings low and gets a triple out of this, bringing Marisnick home 6-0 Astros. Not finished in the 9th just yet. Springer crashes this deep to right field, bringing Castro as he runs home, and this strikeout gives the Astros a very easy win over the Oakland Athletics, 7-0. The Houston Astros are now 4 games behind the Texas Rangers. That's all for your East Texas sports. We'll be right back.
The way that she impacted women's basketball. There'll never be another Pat Summitt. There just won't be.
The legendary Lady Vols basketball coach Pat Summitt has passed away today after a 5-year battle with dementia. She was 64 years old. Summit is the winningest coach in men and women's Division I college basketball with a record of 1,098 and 208. The Hall of Fame coach also has 8 NCAA championships, 16 SEC tournament championships, and made 22 Final Four appearances. While the funeral will be private, the public will be able to pay their respects on July 14th at the University of Tennessee campus, where they will hold a celebration of life service honoring Summit. One of the best defensive minds in the NFL has passed away today. Buddy Ryan, former defensive coordinator and creator of the 46 defense, died at the age of 85. According to the NFL Network, Ryan died after a long battle with cancer. After 26 years in the league, Ryan is most notably known for winning 2 Super Bowls with both the Chicago Bears and the New York Jets with his defensive schemes. In 1984, his Bears defense had a record-setting 72 sacks, which still stands today. He's the father of Rex and Rob Ryan, who are both on the Buffalo Bills staff. Mike Ditka, who coached Ryan in Chicago, explained Buddy's defense completely changed the game.
His scheme made people change the way you played offense. You couldn't play conventional offenses against his defense, so you had to spread people out. So we got into another game now, 30 years after the fact. You see teams now, college, high school, pro, everything spread out.
Area will take place in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky this Friday. Former SFA shortstop Hunter Dozier is getting more recognition in the minor leagues. He has now officially been named to the 2016 MLB All-Star Futures Game. He went from the Rangers AA team Northwest Arkansas to the Royals AAA team Omaha Storm Chasers this year, and he's looking to continue his streak after being selected to the 18th All-Stars Futures Game. As a third baseman for the Storm Chasers, Dozier currently leads all Royal minor league teams with 15 home runs, has a .301 batting average with 39 runs and 44 RBIs. You can see this former Lumberjack play in the Futures Game on the MLB Network on July 10th. And that is all for your East Texas sports. We will be right back.